So I had to cut off a friend today. I blocked that nigga's number so fucking quick because me and him had a discussion about something because he's a father, right? And he has full custody of his kid. And like, it's never my business to say anything or to ask questions because that's none of my business and I don't give a fuck, you know, whatever the fuck that you got going on. So then he was like, man, I gotta go pick up my jit today, da 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 da. And I'm over here like, pick up your jit. I was like, I'm confused. I thought the baby mama wasn't in life. He's like, oh, no, she left 3 years ago. I haven't seen that girl since. And I was like, damn, that sucks. And he was like, nah, I knew she was going to do it. And I was like, wait, what? And he explained it. He was just like, oh, it's a long story. This is what happened. He was like, I tried trapping my baby mama. And it completely backfired on me. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, I knew she really, really wanted a kid. And I knew that, like, she was such a kind, sweet person that she would put up with my bullshit. He's like, I never really cheated on her, but he was like, when people talk about weaponizing incompetence, he's like, I did that shit faithfully to the max, just to like make her feel like if she left me and left this kid would be miserable because I wouldn't know how to take care of the kid. So I was just like, honest to God, I didn't really say much. I just said, why? He was like, because I didn't want anybody else to have her. So I would literally like make her feel like she had nowhere else to go. And then I was like, damn. He's like, then what happened? He's like, one day that she just fucking left. She went to work, never came back. And like a couple days later, I got papers in the mail that she like relinquished all her rights. And she literally just like dipped and I haven't seen her since then. And I was just like, in my mind, I was like, you know how far you have to push a woman who've always wanted kids to say fuck that kid and fuck that man. And then that I blocked him. That's the reason I was like we finished the conversation and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Everything you told me, I really wish you would have lied instead of told me the truth. He's like, why? He's like, I thought we were cool. I was like, we're cool, not that cool. I don't know about your morals. I don't align with them, so I gotta dip, bro. Blocked him off everything, deleted his number, and I literally told him, don't ever fucking contact me again because you as a person, I literally don't like you. And it's the fact that you literally took something from that woman knowing damn well she wanted that. That was something that she's always wanted. Probably been wanting this since she was a kid. I have no who the fuck this woman is. Probably been wanting that so much, but you pushed her to the limit that she looked at the thing that she's always wanted and walked away from it. And I know that had to be the hardest thing that girl had to do. I don't even know the girl personally, but I know the struggle that she had to do to make that decision. And I, honest to God, could not be okay with that. 2, you ain't shit because you literally weaponized your incompetence to make this woman feel like she physically had to be there because you were going to put the kid in danger. What the fuck is wrong with you? And 3, when he was explaining everything else, he hasn't seen her in a few years, whatever it is, he still doesn't watch the kids. He has full custody, and the kid is always at his mom's house. I literally just thought the kid was always at his mom's house because he's working a lot until I literally started talking to him a little bit more and started realizing he really is not shit as a person. And I've always had this inkling about him, and I was just like, this nigga, like, I only met him through my closest guy friend that I met over here, and honest to God, now I see why my closest guy friend is just like, he a little weird, but he okay, but I don't be fucking with him as much. And my closest guy friend warned me about him, and now I see it. And I texted my closest guy friend, I was like, bruh. He was like, I try to tell you. And I was like, nigga, don't try to tell me. Be more specific, because when you're just like, hey, this nigga ain't shit, but don't give me fucking clues, I'm not trying to figure that out. Honest to God, I don't give a fuck if this nigga sees it. I hope you die. Like, what the fuck? Oh my God! If someone sends him this video, bitch, I literally, I don't wish death on you, but I literally hope you literally get paralyzed from the fucking eyes down, that you can see your life pass by. You're like, cause you really ain't shit of a person. Do men really do that? Like, I know I see a lot of times that men weaponize incompetence. I get that. I 100% get that. It's not just men who do that. Women do that shit too. But to literally weaponize incompetence that bad, and then to literally try to trap somebody, and then literally pushing that person to the breaking point of letting go of something that this person always wanted. Oh, I can't. I fucking can't. I'm literally, I'm pissed. Because what? And then it makes me realize, how many times did women go through this and literally just put up with men because of it? I know women weaponize incompetence, but the thing is, women weaponize incompetence in a certain degree. They don't push the limits they weaponize incompetence or something. They don't push the limits on when it comes to like weaponizing incompetence when it comes to like deep emotional wants. Like a woman will weaponize her incompetence to be like, oh, I can't do this, yada, like little things. As a lesbian, I've seen it. I have allowed it to happen. Certain things I'm like, nah, we ain't doing this. But like the things that my homeboy told me and the thing that like my female friends deal with men, I am so fucking appreciative that God himself and the universe made me a lesbian, because I promise you, I couldn't. I could not. Oh my God. But this does not give you guys, other straight women who are watching this, whatever the fucking situation, this does not give you the leeway to jump in the comments like, this is why we go to women. We don't want you over here either. You just got to pick better men. Y'all need to do better screening processes and start killing these men off. Like, stop trying to fucking make kids with them and pass down their fucking genes, because intelligence is passed down. I don't know if y'all know this. Start killing them motherfucking, that fucking genotype in their brain to die off. I don't know what the fuck to tell y'all, but I'm confused. Oh my God. Sorry for this video being so long. I need to calm down. I'm overstimulated. All right, bye y'all.
So if you're a bit naive and you believe that being nice to people is going to get people to be nice to you in return, and you're always going out of your way to please people because you love seeking people's approval, then this video might not be for you, so you might want to skip this. I simply just don't teach people how to go straight into a shark's mouth. I don't sugarcoat reality like that. Whether we want to play or not, we are all in this social power game just by simply existing. If you become aware that this game exists and you learn how to play it, you will win every single time. So in order for you to learn how to play the game, you have to know who you are 100%. You would be surprised how many people are out there right now walking around not even knowing who they are. So you might want to start off by doing some groundwork. I recommend that you do a list and write down your likes and your dislikes, your weaknesses and your strengths, your triggers, your boundaries, even your goals. If you don't have boundaries, you're gonna need those. So come up with some boundaries. Okay, so this is just an example of how the list should look. Of course, it's going to be different for everyone because we're not all the same person. So tailor it to who you are. Screenshot it if you need to. Make sure that when you're doing this, you're being completely sincere with yourself, so no being delulu. The reason why it's so important for you to really know who you are is so that when someone picks you as their target, you're not going to take it personal, because you know who you are and you'll know that it's not aligning with you. Also, you need to know that you're the only person that can break your boundaries, okay? Nobody can break your boundaries because this has nothing to do with them. You're the one that has to enforce your boundaries, okay? Because remember, a boundary isn't what someone should do or shouldn't do to you. A boundary is what you will do when someone does this or this to you. So when you're truly sticking to your boundaries, people will automatically align with them. Okay, so now there's about 8.2 billion people living in this world, and most of those people thrive off of external validation. They wear this mask to fit into society and appear pleasant. So when you first meet someone, you're not really meeting them, you're actually meeting their mask. This is why when you're a human that validates themselves, you're comfortable in your own skin, you're not worrying about how people perceive you, you're not following trends, you're not trying to fit into society, you are in danger, especially if you're someone that's attractive, you have a high status, maybe financial status, you have a good career, you're smart, because this puts you at the top of the power ladder. If you try to be too nice and pleasant when you first meet someone, narcissists, envious individuals, psychopaths, and other toxic personality types will see this as an opportunity to target and manipulate you. And I know I always talk about how you should be careful of the information you share, who you share it with, all the time, but when you first meet someone, that's when you have to be extra cautious, because you don't want to give them the weapons to use against you. This is when you have to be on high alert and be observant so that you can pick up on when someone is trying to overpower you or cancel you out. So when you're observant, you'll be able to spot the gossipers, the narcissists, the envious individuals, etc. And this will make it easier for you to navigate through it. So make sure that you're taking notes on their weaknesses, vulnerabilities, their strengths. You have to just know that you can't fully trust anyone, okay? Anybody can switch up on you at any time. Little side note, I'm not teaching you this so that you can learn how to bully people. I'm teaching you this so that you can learn how to play the game and protect yourself. So it's your job to figure out where on the power ladder you're at and where on the power ladder they're at. If you're at the bottom of the power ladder, people will see you as less of a threat, but there will still be some people that will want to use you as their punch bag for them to appear more higher on the power ladder. And if you're at the top of the power ladder, ooh, baby, you better learn how to protect yourself because people are constantly going to be trying to bring you down that ladder. But the good thing here is that you get to choose your battles. You get to choose who you give your energy to. You can choose to not give them your energy if that's what you want. That's actually one of the best things that you can do, is just simply ignore them. Don't give them your energy and just keep doing you. Or if you're assertive, you're a dauntless woman or a dauntless man, and you're not scared, you don't fear them, confront them. Because remember, if you actually do the work and take notes, you're observant, and you know what their weaknesses are, you can use that against them so that they understand that you're not someone to be played with. You're not someone to be disrespected like that. You're not using the information to bully them. You're using it to protect yourself, right? Because they're the ones that see you as a target. They're the ones messing with you, right? You can strike back. This is why I always tell you guys, you should only be sharing things about you that are not so valuable to you, because anything you share can be used against you. Also, if you're having a conversation with someone that you don't really know, you should always aim to keep the conversation about them. So let's say you're having a conversation with them and they start trying to like ask you questions about you, trying to make the conversation about you. Answer it in a way where you're not giving too much detail and then direct the conversation right back to them. You should only be vulnerable and share your most valuable information with people that, well, not really your most valuable information, because there's a lot of things that should just be kept private. But if it's something that isn't so valuable to you and you don't mind sharing it, you don't mind risking to be put out there, only share those things with people that you can trust to a certain extent, because you should never fully trust anyone. Anybody can switch up on you. I say this all the time, at any time. The closest person to you can switch up on you at any time.
You only have power if you can walk away, if you can quit a job when you feel like it, if you can leave a romantic situation because it doesn't work for you, and if you don't have to accept every offer that you get, you're powerful. If you're looking for something wholesome and not honest, this is not the video for you. Have enough money all the time. I've seen a lot of sprinkle content about getting money from men, and I'm not seeing enough sprinkle content about where to put that money once you get it. You have to have 30% of every dollar that you make should go in at least a high yield savings account. If you don't know what that is, I've made tons of videos about it. It's as easy to set that account up as it is to make a TikTok profile. You don't need to walk into a bank, you just need to download an app. I'd recommend Goldman Sachs or Ally. Second, get hot, be hot, stay hot. That is a priority. I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that it's not important, and anyone who tells you that it's not important is lying to you. Whatever that looks like for you, get there and stay there. Take care of yourself. Have a skincare routine. Take care of your hair. Go to hair appointments. Have a hair routine. Like, dress nicely. Wear things that complement yourself. Have earrings in all the time. Make sure that the earrings are visible. Do things that make you look like you're together so that if your life is in shambles, you're still attracting abundance. Like, that is so important. Do I think people should be judged off of how they look? Absolutely not. Does everyone have an implicit bias to every human being on the earth because of how they look? Absolutely. And it's called the halo effect. And there's very little we can do about it because it is a psychological and biological response. That's just how we're built. My third tip, be smart, have a degree, get educated. And yes, I said be smart and have a degree because both of those things go hand in hand. The smartest thing that you can do is get a degree. I quit my job in investment banking last year, decided to work in fashion just for fun, was making barely any money doing that, but I was having a ton of fun doing that. And when the fun stopped, I went right back to the six-figure pipeline because I can. Having that as a backup is one of the most important things. And I've heard so many people talk about how college isn't worth it. And a lot of those people simply just want people who don't have a degree to work for them so that they feel like they have no other option. But for the other few that think that they're like quasi Bill Gates without any credentials, they're regretting it. Like, we are in our late 20s, and every single person that I know who did not get a degree regrets it. So yeah, I hope that helps.
So, ladies, if you're going to deal with men, you're either going to have to learn how to play the game or just don't deal with men. Those are your options. Because it is a game. It's always a game, but you're going to have to learn how to play the game. I would not just be out here blindly, not knowing the game, dealing with these men. You have to learn the game. You have to learn about the male nature. You have to decenter men and invest in yourself. I would not be out here playing with these predators if I did not know the game. And at a certain point, I'm going to opt out. But I would just say my best advice is to not deal with men unless you know how to play the game.
Teaching women how to play the game, part 4. Do not compliment a man, ever. I'm sure you know by now, men have a natural inclination to chase. And the best way to keep a guy interested and gagging as much as possible is to prolong that chase. The reason I say don't compliment a man is because when you do, it lowers those chase inhibitors. Basically says to us, oh yeah, this girl, she wants me. No. That's what you don't want. You need him to keep guessing, keep on his feet, keep chasing. What can I do to make this girl like me? As soon as you compliment him, say, oh, you're so fine, you're so handsome, blah, blah, blah. It makes me think, yeah, come on, she's going. I can have her. Keep that chase going as long as possible. Don't compliment them. Let them compliment you. Like and subscribe for more tips.
I know it's plenty of women that watch my content, and there's a lot of you that still want to be involved with men. And like, I worked in the field, I was a dancer, like I created content, like I've done all of the things that has put me in the realm of dealing with men. In my humble opinion, you are still decentering men when you deal with men like a game, when you know how to play the game. So I'm gonna teach you how to play the game, and you win the game if you still choose to deal with men. Before I get into it, me personally, I'm exhausted, okay? I'm exhausted of playing the game because playing the game takes energy, okay? Because in order for a woman to play the game with a man, she has to become like a man in the head. Mentally, she has to become a man. And for a lot of women, that is too much work. I am about to be 32 years old. I played the game. I got what I wanted out of the game. If I want to dibble dabble in the game, I'll play it again. But me personally, I don't feel like it. But to the women who still want to play the game, I got you. Okay, first thing is first. You have to quit taking in any form of romanticism. And when I mean that, I mean through the media. Quit listening to love songs. Quit reading fantasy books. Quit obsessing over these male celebrities. Quit taking in any media that portrays men as being romantic, loving, kind, nurturing people, because it's fucking fake. It's not real. When you quit taking in that media, you have now lifted the veil, and now you'll be able to see men for who they really are. When you take away the media that's filling up your brain with this picture in your head of who men are, you are not going to be emotionally attached to men any longer. Naturally, it is going to detach you emotionally from men, because the way that women get emotionally attached to men, they're not actually getting attached to the man. They're getting attached to who they want the man to be, who they are expecting the man to be, the image and the fantasy that was created in their mind on who they are believing this man to be. If you never have the image in your head, you don't have anything to attach to emotionally. This is how women are able to sleep with men or use men for their money and just walk away when the shit stops. Like me, I love a good love bomber. I love a good love bomber. You want to know why? Because when the bombing stops, I leave. When the gifts stop, I leave. When the romanticism stops, I fucking leave. I got shoes, jewelry, clothes, all types of shit for men. When it stopped, I left because I already know that they're not leading in with those types of things, with that type of treatment from a genuine place. They are doing it to hook you. Men can only win the game with you if you allow them to allow you to get hooked. The man that approached you, that's being nice to you, giving you all this lip service, giving you all these lines about how he likes you and what he sees in you, understand he's playing the game, okay? The number one reason and the only reason why he came to you was because he wanted to sleep with you. When women complain about being lusted over, it's a dumb complaint. It's a wasted complaint. Men, I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? Men don't look at women and just think, oh, that's the type that I'm gonna marry. That's the type that I'm gonna just sleep with. They're lying when they say that. They look at most women as a woman that they would want to sleep with. So just know and understand that. He only approached you because he wanted to sleep with you. So when you're having conversation with this man and you know that, you can learn to disassociate. This is what men do with women. So a man has to try to play the game to make you feel like he's actually interested in you as a person. This is why they want you to have these conversations. This is why you're yapping so much during these dates, because they want you to believe that they actually give a fuck about your thoughts, your feelings, your dreams, your hopes, your aspirations. They are pretending, okay? They don't give a fuck about any of that. I've had men just straight out admit this to me. I literally have it in text messages of men literally telling me that, you know, I'll give you the drinks, I'll have the conversations with you, but really I just want to bang you. So learn to disassociate when they're talking. Think about something else, okay? And when they ask you a question, just be like, oh yeah, that's great. Like, I would love that. And just shake your head, just smile, just shake your head, and just let them do all the talking. Hear them, never listen to them. Just let the words just go in your ear and don't think about anything that they are saying. Provide nothing to them unless they are giving you something. And even then, don't provide anything to them. Listen, he is only coming to you for sex, okay? That is the only reason why he is coming to you. So that is all that you should give him, only if you are getting what you want out of the deal. And this is the thing. You have to be intentional about what you want out of this game. What do you want out of this game? Do you want money? Do you want connections to advance in your career? Do you want to increase your social status? Do you want to increase your social power? What do you want to win out of this game? For me personally, I have a lot of pride. So when I am playing the game with men, I'm always going to play the game with men to boost my ego, to have my pride kind of be heightened, for me to kind of know, you know what? That man, he paid these bills. He bought me this, he bought me that. He did all this shit for me. And as soon as he stopped, I left. I'm telling you, as soon as a man switches up on you and you leave the very first time, you are gonna leave that man. He gonna be down bad. Mentally, he's gonna fucking be down bad because he realizes that he couldn't hook you. He could not hook you. The way to win the game with men is to make them believe that you're hooked and you're really not hooked.
Let me tell y'all something real quick. A real man knows whether a woman is wife material within the first 12 months. Point blank, period. Some men even know within the first 6 months. I'm just really not supposed to be saying what I'm saying right now. But we just have a huge generation of men now where they like to play these rigmarole back and forth games, and they patty cake around, and they'll get with a woman that they know is wife material, but will sit on it just to wait for an excuse to disqualify committing to her. Aha, I got this. I'm able to hold this against you so I don't have to commit to you. A lot of y'all dudes be doing that, and you don't want to be honest and admit that that's what a lot of y'all be doing. This woman has been with you through thick and thin. Why does she gotta, like, why do these women gotta go through doggone Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto shootouts, held for ransom, in order to prove that, you know, you might be the one. I might marry you now. Like, bruh, for real? Seriously? And I know some of y'all gonna be in the comment section upset at what I'm saying, and, you know, you a simp. But you kind of right, though.
So I play the long game. It took me some time to get it down, but I do. I let, situations occur where I get my information and I slowly piece them together. And I do let you think that you're manipulating me if you're in that field, but I just watch how stupid you think I can be. And no, I'm not going to compromise my moral compass, knowing that I bring so much value to the table in class, because my energy is currency and people do use it to harbor it just for their own necessity because they just can't find the love within themselves. And what I'm saying is very true. I will never compromise my moral compass just for some money, because I can get it myself. I can do it by myself.
Women that be knowing how to run game are scary and also so attractive at the same time.
Women that actually know how to run game does scare you, because at first you think it's a joke. At first you think it's a test, like, oh, she's just saying this to me just to see if I just want to be physical with her. But after a while, you start to pick up that she not stopping and she keep on throwing these subtle hints. So at that point, you know she wants you. And at that point, that man is automatically turned on. He's attracted to you. And he's like, who made you like this? Because once baby girl says, come home. Come home? What you mean come home? We don't live together. Oh, you mean that? Okay.